time there's a top 10 clash, the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl, located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll...
You ready, nigga?
Over at the 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. A quick pass to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll give it to the back. Oh, it's out! And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
That's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out, and the first carry, your running back sticks it on the floor, defense recovers. That is not the start you drew.
Better starting field position for this offense.
Make one, Matt.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose the running game.
Max gonna make a check. Add Jacobi, man.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to pass, it's Simpson. Now he's going to break the pocket. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score.
You were lucky, man.
The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got it behind the line. It's Wingo. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Pressure coming. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Fires downfield. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Throws for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns. Who cares
What up,
about
fam?
double coverage? Just get it in there. Give your guy a chance. And it worked out that time.
It's going good, man. We locked and loaded, man. We got everything you can need.
Throw it in traffic, but trust your guy. You know, he's going to go up, make a play in the end zone.
If we don't win a ship, nigga, it's our fault. It's
Trust
first.
him, and he goes and rewards you.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. After that latest answer ties things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Oh, a double pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Adams. On to the races to the right. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for this offense. Close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. After giving up that big play, this deep. Trying to bully their way in. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Give to the single back. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future. Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Quarterback making adjustments. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback extends the play. Steps away. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
I think that's what everybody says to their quarterbacks after they take big hits like that. He got the first down, but you don't want to make a living taking those whacks.
And the Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Moves around to clear up the vision. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Crimson Tide with a 2nd down to open play here in the quarter. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the quarterback
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
He's going to take off. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
Does this head coach not believe in punting? Does he think punting's against the rules?
DB's right up on the receivers. On 4th down, looking to pass. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Manning. Rush is on him. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Run the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. The Longhorns pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the 1st down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations.
Next going for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! Oh, that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. A most efficient pickup.
Being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision.
Run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position, it's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed, all these guys had vision and quickness, and this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Running to the left. Got a little space. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. The Tide with the 1st and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man. Really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass. But then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window
turning it on. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Toss sweep right. And he waltzes in for the score.
Bullshit.
Touchdown tie.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. They took it 71 yards down the field, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Firing to the right, complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going for it all. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Timeout called here by the defense. This is the first one they've used this half. The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to power it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires into traffic. Picked off. He's stopped now.
Bro, that's some bullshit.
But a whole lot in getting the football. And it just turns out to be a
You're supposed to go to the corner.
You get the ball in the red zone and you turn it over.
momentum. it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. I mean, you have chances like that. When you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown.
Saying, but I don't want to get sick. So what we'll do is,
you're not going to get sick. You're in bed. I know it's
I would eat well. I would eat well. Not be clothes. Okay, so we're gonna do halfway.
You are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Throws it back. Here comes the heat. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Makes the catch. It's Horton. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right.
Let's go.
Fires and picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive. He should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let it go. And he makes the catch inside the 10. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's the pressure. Buys a little extra time. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal.
Let's fucking go.
Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Defense looks like they're coming. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll open the second half on the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. To the ground with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
That's caught. It's Horton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first.
That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, they really
Good fucking hit.
That catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
What the fuck?
On the quick out. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
What the fuck,
Defense
bro?
didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. Gets the back moving. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Inside the 15. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Simpson. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. They're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Defense looks as if it's coming. Now adjusting.
That's a pig!
And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. They'll go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
He leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing in.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get
You
it back.
lucky
It's a turnover.
bitch.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Wants to throw on first down. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders.
I just ran, man. What are you talking about?
From the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Williams.
I just ran, man. Shut up, bro.
They stop him at the 43-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Man, a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air, it's Simpson. Got it in the middle, it's Horton. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the red zone, it's Miller. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. They'll try to run it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
They won't let me fucking pick a play.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. And he's going to bring it out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Back to throw, it's Manning. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Fires on the move. Working on the right. At the 20, he's got space. There he goes.
Oh, my dick.
Touchdown, Texas. And they moved up front here in the 4th. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground. Reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Oh, maybe a double pass. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on 1st down, but the defense was ready.
How many times you gonna run that shit?
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Unloads to the right. He's got it.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, he's going to try to...
Stupid! Damn, that's a pig!
It's worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the...
Get his bitch ass. Let's go.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Get his sorry ass up out of here.
Aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
I heard his pause and they ain't gonna save you.
Thank you, Tip. These are the top 5 moments. Today we're playing college football. Margarita infused.
What's wrong with the bill? Is it too high?
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Here comes the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards.
That boy done quit switch quarterback.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Let's go. Hold my dick.
Touchdown, Texas. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
What's that short for?
That nigga quit. Well, guys, that's another quitter on our show of YouTube.